This conference will now be recorded.
All right, guys. As always, everything that we're going to be talking about today is for educational purposes. Only nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. So today is Tuesday, January 8th. Almost a third through. It's crazy, right? In 2019, and we're almost a third through the month already. So number one thing that we got going on out there is Roku. So Roku this morning, I said, a really nice move towards that upside. But one of the things, as I was watching it come up to 45, I didn't really see anything there that I was that impressed by, to be completely honest. And as we've been coming back up towards that 45 level, we can see most of the burst that we've been seeing out there is selling. So we have a little bit of new buying that we're continuing to see come into there, but besides that, just haven't really seen enough. Even coming back down, you could see that 450 level. We did get a nice big burst of sell prints that came back in there, and pretty much all of 4450 has been that selling. So we're getting that push up from there. 45 is going to tell us almost everything. As we come back up to there, if we're not able to get that new buying, which we just saw a pretty decent amount come in at 4480, I just really want to see what comes in at 45. It's going to basically tell us the entire story of what we're going to be looking for. For where, which side we're going to be looking for it to continue to go, because there, obviously I'm going to be expecting selling. And, we went from 40, pretty substantial amount up, but that 45 level, very, very important. Next one we had is PCG. Now, PCG took a big hit overnight. And the thing about this is that we did get buying that was sitting there at that 20 level that came back up, and it really never satisfied. I mean, overall, it just kind of trickled around for the rest of the day. So I didn't basically see anything coming into the afternoon time, but we knew that there was more room towards that downside. Remember, you guys, we talk about pull-ups and pull-downs constantly, and you can see, I keep seeing out there is, well, it didn't pull up enough. So a stock will pull up, let's say we expect 50 cents, it only pull up 20 cents. Or a stock will pull, we expect $1 and the stock will pull up 50 cents instead of that dollar. Remember, a pull up is just the building of a position. The overall move is going towards the buying or the selling. That's where our stock is going. A pull up and a pull down technically do not have to happen. It's just a reaction to what goes on when we get buying or selling. But if the overall move is down, remember, the move is down. So you have to understand that, okay? A pull up and pull down to a very, very high percentage, you're going to see it work out exactly how we talk about all the time. But that's not the high probability. Okay, technically it's going against what the market makers are telling us. And if we remember yesterday, it was all about the selling that we had coming into there. All right, trigger has to be towards prints. Yes, Davis, trigger has to be towards prints. Okay, so if a stock, like for instance right now, if we have great prints that come in at 1650 and the stock still, triggers back up, okay, it's a movement toward the upside. So if you're in a day trade, it's still a trade towards the upside based off the pull up, but that's not where the high probability trade comes in. The actual high probability trade is an actual trigger, by definition, has to go towards smart money. So technically, the movement of a trigger that goes away, goes towards a pull up or a pull down, can be taken as a trade, but that's not the high probability trade. So when I constantly see, oh, well, it didn't pull up enough. Well, guess what? It doesn't have to. Remember, do we know how much Goldman Sachs is going to go out there and how long it's going to take them to build their position? Anyone here know that for a fact, how long it's going to take? No, we don't. So when you say it didn't pull up enough, yeah, guess what? If we see 50 prints and it pulls up 20 cents, well, that's not going to work. But if you get 4 or 5 prints and the stock only pulls up 20 or 30 cents, guess what? It is what it is. Going towards the actual prints itself, that's where the smart money is. And then other than that, I mean, we have some movements that came to, towards the upside. I mean, everything is pretty much up this morning, it looks like. We have Apple, which, I just had some nice buying that came in at 148.90 and 148.93. Nice little burst that came in right here, but nothing, too great. Facebook, another one this morning, just had a print at 140, but nothing really spectacular. I'm not going to be betting anything on it, on one print that came in during the pre-market. So other than that, not really seeing too much else that we have going on out there. All right, let's take a look at our scanners. Let's see if anything new has came in. All right, so we have Tops, which I was looking at this morning. I don't really have anything there. AXSM, I do have on my side list. We are going to put this in. Remember from yesterday, we do have some buying that's sitting here around that 850 level. So if we look, we've got a little bit that came in this morning, but nothing too, that was that definitive. So we really do want to see as we come back up closer to that 850 area, to see some more new buying than we've seen. The orders out there are pretty thick, so we certainly has the ability to print a lot larger than we've been seeing and come in there. So 850, definitely want to see what's going to be going on there. But based off the amount of buying we saw yesterday, 10 wouldn't be out of the question at all. Moving towards the rest, I mean, you can see the volume's just very low on everything else. ETF. SQ this morning, remember SQ has a huge amount of prints at 60 that were not satisfied. And when I say this, okay, the amount of prints that we saw at 60, it happened twice. Excuse me, it happened twice and it literally didn't pull back at all. In that situation, even though the stock's still coming back up, I don't take that trade. It's not a high probability trade yet because it needs to fall down at least a little bit based off that amount. Okay, that's not like 3 prints in the stock if it moved 30 cents down and not 50 cents down. Okay, this didn't move at all and it hit that 60 level a bunch. So most of the moves that we've been seeing coming towards this upside mean absolutely nothing. If you look at the prints from this morning, almost all selling. You can see almost all the bigger prints, 62.50, almost all selling. So I'm expecting a nice pullback in this one. I'm coming today before we end up really making that move up above the 60. Let's take a look. Roku 45. All right, so 45. You have 2 prints there. That's not really what I'm looking to see. I mean, it's it definitely is new buying, but especially 45 being a psychological level, I'm looking to see a lot more than that. All right, moving over to the loser side, there's really not much going on over there either. We at BCG we've already spoken about. MAXR, nothing really there that I see going on, and that's pretty much it. Now, anything else out there that I missed? I swear I am sick of the taste of honey. No, all right, beautiful. Okay, so everyone that is enrolled in classes in the next probably about 10 minutes or so, you're going to be getting an email that's going to have the link to our classes. Our class coming from this morning. So I see everyone there. Everyone else I will talk to in the chat room. Happy trading.